What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Filmcast, a show we reel you into Nolan movies now.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher
Nolan.
What are you up to, Christopher?
Robin.
Oh, what is you doing, Christopher Robin?
Christopher Robin.
My name's Christopher Nolan. I'm here to make a movie.
Nobody's laughing in here.
I'm fucking having a gaff, dude.
I just look around and
Dude, the
just
live
straight
audience,
faces,
the live
bro.
audience is dying.
We need to sub in a new audience, bro.
Yeah, I know, apparently.
Tired
Anyway,
of filming on location.
I'm one of your hosts, Timothy DeRoe, and joining me this week is your boy, back at it again,
Yes, sir. Never left.
Michael Clare.
I've always been here.
You should turn me down. I'm peaking hard.
What are you peeking at? What are you peeking at? What are you taking a look at?
I'm hitting the red. I should be hitting the red. Oh, that's much better.
You know what you should be hitting?
What?
Them books.
The books.
You need to study.
Why am I studying?
Because we're going to analyze.
Analyze what?
Analyze
these Christopher Nolan movies?
Yes, sir. All of them.
Yeah.
All 7,
Yep.
8,
we watched
9?
The Following. There's 10.
Is it the capital T
it's
or just Following?
It's just Following.
Yeah.
Anyway, this week we watched The Following. We watched Following by Christopher Nolan. It was his first film. What had a budget of $6,000, and we're going to talk about that today. But before we get into that, a little bit of housekeeping for you. If you enjoy this show, you should consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/syncedup, where for $1 you can get access to our lovely Discord, where we talk to Spencer while he waits on a super delayed flight out of Texas. Or for $5, you can get access to that and the post shows of both the shows that we do, and many more goodies, all from youtube.com/synceduppodcast and podcasting services around the globe. New episodes of this show specifically go up in all those feeds Tuesdays, 7 a.m.
Central Time Zone, gang.
You can also write into this show to synceduppod@gmail.com or the Reader Mail Submissions tab of the Discord with any questions, comments, concerns, or games, and we will read those on the show. You should also consider dropping a follow on Twitter at synceduppod to keep up to date with all of our content from across the big old board. A piece of that big old board is TikTok. Go to @synceduppod on TikTok. Give us a follow. Give us a couple of likes, some comments, some favorites, and some shares, and get us up in that algorithm. We're very close to having 3 videos that are over 1,000 views. One of those videos has 1,700 views, which is fun fact.
I was about to go check.
Shout out to Chancellor Rayner over there editing the clips together and posting those fun parts of our podcast into the TikTok. Very, very nice. Got a wheels one.
40 likes.
And wheels, 40
70
likes. 70 likes.
122. Pilk is...
The
Pilk video has great like to view ratio.
Yeah. Go show some love to the Pilk video.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that is it for the housekeeping. Again, this week we watched Following. Next week we will be watching Memento. Fun fact, if you think The Following's good and you notice that you got to pay for it, actually someone uploaded the whole thing to YouTube.
It's free on YouTube. Just go watch it.
Just go watch that shit.
Because I saw... did you do the same thing where you're like, YouTube Premium, it's on there. I went to YouTube, you type in Following. It's the movie, and then right next to it for free is just the movie.
The dude who posted it for Frizzle.
It might have been lower quality, obviously, but it was still...
No, it was, because it was only in 360p.
Yeah, it was still really good, honestly.
Anyway, going in on the plot, which is a little odd.
I feel like it... dude, I almost feel like we shouldn't.
You feel like we shouldn't?
Because I feel like this is a movie nobody's seen.
Yeah.
I almost want to say don't do it.
But I feel like we got to spoil to just talk about it. That's the whole point. The people who watch the show and listen to the show...
I don't think you do, though.
We got to.
Because I feel like we found a movie that nobody's watched. You didn't watch it. I haven't watched it. Nobody I know has ever seen this movie.
No.
I think you just read everything up until a certain point.
But...
maybe that's a good idea.
Maybe.
I want people to watch... I actually want people to watch this movie, though.
Yeah. But this episode has nothing but this. So if we don't go into spoiler talk about this episode is going to be 7.5 minutes long.
Maybe that's okay. No, I go ahead. But spoilers... let me preface this. I want people to watch this movie. If you haven't watched this movie, just don't watch this episode yet. Come back. It's an hour on YouTube. It's a free movie. Just go watch it. It's good.
It's good.
Be warned. The spoilers are going to ruin some of the movie for you.
Yes.
So I guess I put the warning out there.
Anyway, getting in.
Go ahead.
A struggling, unemployed writer.
Yes.
He doesn't have a name.
You never get a name. No. Nope. You only get one name in the movie.
It's a classic modern Nolan tactic there. No name. The protagonist.
Names.
You know what I mean? He's actually just called the young man. Takes the following strangers around the streets of London, ostensibly to find inspiration. I'm just going to read the whole thing because honestly, it's pretty short.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ostensibly to find inspiration for his first novel. Initially, he sets strict rules for himself regarding whom he should follow and for how long, but he soon discards them as he focuses on a well-groomed, handsome man in a dark suit. The man in the suit, having noticed he is being followed, quickly confronts the young man and introduces himself as Cobb. Cobb reveals that he is a serial burglar and invites the young man, who tells Cobb his name is Bill, to accompany him on various burglaries. The material gains from these crimes seem to be of secondary importance to Cobb. He takes pleasure in rifling through the personal items of in his target's flats and drinking their wine. He explains that his true passion is using the shock of robbery and violation of property to make his victims re-examine their lives. He sums up his attitude as thus: you take it away and show them what they had. The young man is thrilled by Cobb's lifestyle. He attempts to break-ins of his own as Cobb encourages and guides him. At Cobb's suggestion, he alters his appearance, cutting his hair short and wearing a dark suit. He assumes the name Daniel Lloyd based on the credit card Cobb gives to him and begins to pursue a relationship with a blonde woman whose flat he and Cobb burgled. The blonde turns out to be the girlfriend of small-time gangster, known only as the Bald Guy, whom she broke up with after he murdered a man in her flat. Soon the blonde confides that the Bald Guy is blackmailing her with incriminating photographs. The young man breaks into the Bald Guy's safe, but is caught in the act by an unidentified man. He then bludgeons the man with a claw hammer and flees with the Bald Guy's money and photos. Upon returning to his flat, he finds that the photos are innocuous modeling shots. Confronting the blonde, the young man learns that she and Cobb have been working together to manipulate him into mimicking Cobb's burglary methods. She tells him that Cobb had recently discovered a murdered woman's body during one of his burglaries and is attempting to deflect suspicion from himself by making it appear as though multiple burglars share his M.O. The young man leaves to turn himself into the police. The blonde reports her success to Cobb, who then reveals that he actually works for the Bald Guy. The story about the murdered woman was part of a plot to deceive both the blonde and the young man. The blonde has been blackmailing the Bald Guy with evidence from the murder he committed in her flat, and he wants her murdered in such a way that it cannot be connected to him. Cobb bludgeons the blonde to death with the same claw hammer that the young man used during the burglary of the Bald Guy's safe and leaves it at the scene. The police, checking out the young man's story, find the blonde murdered and the claw hammer with his fingerprints on it. The young man is thus implicated for the murder of the blonde woman. Cobb, meanwhile, vanishes into a crowd. I feel like you skip a lot of parts in this plot.
Yeah, this doesn't talk about the credit card at all.
Nope.
Which really helps to sell the story, because he's like, dude, I know where this guy lives, and he tries to send the cops to go find where the dude lives. Turns out, who the real person that lives there, Daniel Lloyd.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Dude was given a credit card under the name Daniel Lloyd by Cobb, and says, "Here, just pretend it's yours." Trying to assume this identity,
but it's like fun. It's like fun and layered, where because he's like, "Oh, that's also during the conversation where he's like, sometimes I like to just sneak into people's houses when they go on holiday and stay there for a couple of weeks."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah, it's usually written on the counter when they'll be back," which then leads into the fact that like, "Oh, Cobb was staying at Daniel Lloyd's place and then brought you his credit card," and then they're like, "Yeah, the only thing missing from his flat was his brand new credit card." Whatever, and it's like, "Oh shit, oh damn." So that's pretty good.
It was so good, dude.
For having such a small budget, it's obvious that it's a small budget.
Yeah,
it's it's not in like 4K or anything. It's old. The whole thing is shot in black and white.
Yeah,
which helps you have to, it helps with like lighting and stuff. You don't have to worry much about lighting. And then it's obvious that like lighting wasn't really a thing for them, because there's a lot of like shots where you're like,
yeah, there's some dark stuff you can't really tell on some shots.
And then of course a laundry list of no name actors. Only one theme song that's just reused like 10 times.
Yeah. Another thing that this doesn't talk about is it does the thing where the movie is told out of sequence. And the
whole thing's out of time.
You're too distracted with trying to put the movie back in sequence. I feel through the middle part of the movie, the beginning to the middle, that you just don't pick up on the clues that are probably obviously given out. You're just too distracted.
Yeah, you're trying to like come up with like some theory, because in my head I was like, is this like some split personality thing, because we're seeing him in the suit and then we're seeing him as like the rugged guy. So I'm like, you know, is the guy in the suit just this alternate personality, and that's why we see him in the suit as well? Yeah. And then it like all comes together. It's like, oh, alternate personality.
And then and you're kind of and another thing is the dude's a writer, so you're like, okay, well, maybe he's writing a story at some point, and this version he's writing a version of himself.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, it was really good.
And then you get hit with the plot twist where it's like, oh, that guy's the girlfriend of the girl.
They're trying to frame
the boy. Him. This makes sense. Like, okay, but then you get hit with the double twist that also fits in. It's like, man, Nolan, you had it from the beginning, bro.
Yeah, because it's like it all perfectly makes sense. Nothing was like a reach. Like, oh, yeah, if you just kind of forget this one thing, this makes sense. No, like it's just a good double plot twist.
Yeah, and this is also proof that
genius
is just
not attached to money,
right? Yeah, because he made a really good kind of mindfucky movie for $6,000, right?
Yeah,
like that's how much we like spent on this pod, right? And then look what Nolan did, with his whole career. It's like crazy. That's wild. $6,000.
It was a good movie, way better than I expected.
Yeah, me too. I was going in, I was like, dude, it's only an hour. It's in black and white. This is gonna be some rough shit.
I had no idea what was going on.
I'm kind of intrigued.
And it said suspense thriller kind of, and you're like, okay, it's just gonna be about a dude that follows the wrong person one day. Yeah. And like you're guessing like because you see that he's like beat up pretty early in the movie, and you don't know why, and you're like, okay, you just follow somebody who
you're getting all that time.
He ends up just diving too deep into investigation. I thought it was gonna be he was trying to do like investigative stuff. Yeah. Nah, dude just becomes a criminal.
Yeah.
And
but of course this will probably stay low on the list because of just the technical things. You know, the audio's mixed poorly.
I will say some of it's hard to tell because we did watch the free YouTube version.
Yeah, but even still, when you go to rent it, you can get the well, I guess they had an HD version from the rent, but even still, like it's the like you could tell that like the mic quality is just not as good. The lighting in the film is just not as good. Just stuff like that. That's just gonna hold it back because his next film, Memento, was like that's his breakout hit. Yeah, right. And so Memento's probably gonna be. We're going to be like, oh, obviously this is better, and that'll probably stick all the way through. Yeah,
I mean, budget $6,000. It made $42,000. So, dude, clearly still a success for him. Kind of crazy that like I feel like this movie just isn't talked about though. Like I've never heard of this movie before now.
That's because it came out in 1999. I believe it was probably. I'm pretty sure he made it
like a film fest movie.
No, I think he made it like as a graduate from film school.
You think so?
Let me look.
I don't know. It was still really good nonetheless.
Oh no, I guess it wasn't. So yeah, there was no lighting. They had zero lighting equipment. They just used natural light, which is kind of wild. Yeah. He wrote it, he directed it, he photographed the film, he edited it as well. And it says, as Nolan's debut feature, it was designed to be as inexpensive as possible to make. Scenes were heavily rehearsed so that just one or two takes were needed to economize on a 16mm film stock, the production's greatest expense. Let's see, production. I know his dad was in it, which was fun.
He played the cop, right?
He played the cop, yes. Yeah, so planned to be as inexpensive, low budget. Little equipment, little money, cast and crew who were in full-time employment on weekdays. It took a full year to complete production of it. Wow.
Well, if he's editing it by himself. Yeah. Because he doesn't want to pay anybody else to edit it.
To ensure first or second take, filming took place on Saturdays for 3 or 4 months. Nolan shot about 15 minutes of footage each day. So it's just shot in 15 minutes every Saturday. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's not bad.
His time frame also moderated the cost of film stock and allowed him to pay for it out of his salary. So he was able to actually make the film because he was like, oh, we're just going to take forever to make this film. So, I got my paycheck. I'm going to buy some more film stock. Let's go record some scenes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Dude knew what he was doing, man. Believed in his vision. It's a good movie, man. Clearly, if you didn't heed my warning and you now had the movie spoiled for you, I guess you can watch it if you want. Still recommend watching it, though. It's pretty good.
He used the homes of his friends and family as the location so he didn't have to rent out any places.
Now,
using the 16mm black and white film helped with the lighting.
There's an important detail here.
What?
Nolan knew. He foreshadowed.
The Batman?
He had the Batman logo just on the door. Yeah. And the thing is, there's no reason for that Batman logo to be there.
Yeah, no.
What purpose does it serve besides being really weird foreshadowing?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of odd.
Because that
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Dude's a writer, right? But why would you put the Batman logo on your front door?
Maybe he, even back then was like, I have an idea for a good Batman thing. Maybe one day I'll get to do it, so I'm just going to include this in here.
But, was The Dark Knight even... I mean...
No, because that didn't come out till, 2009, 2008. So, 10 years later. So maybe he just said, I got a really good idea if I could make it big. So this is just my little Easter egg.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. We saw that and we were like, what? What the hell, Nolan? Why was that there?
It was, It was weird when homie had him break into his own house.
Yeah, I can't. I think he was just trying to
He wanted the guy to see. He wanted because that guy's whole thing was I break into people's house and I try to guess what their lives are, and that's what he just I want to see. And he's like, oh, he works at a bank, and this guy was like, no, this guy's a fucking unemployed loser. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he got it. He got it right, I guess.
Yeah, so but that's before he realizes that the dude was also following him.
Yeah. He doesn't know that yet. Anyway. Create a list.
So good.
Is there a list created? Have we created the list?
We can create it later. A list on the you don't have to do it right now. It's not. It's going in first.
Yeah, obviously it's going in first. Yeah. It's the Nolan Power Rankings. First place.
Strong start, man. And to know it's only really uphill from here.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, dude. No. Nolan's got bangers, dude.
Yep, we got Memento next. Get ready for Memento. Let's see what streaming services it's on because I know they're kind of just all over the place.
Hopefully not Netflix, bro.
Memento is on HBO Max.
Netflix sucks these days.
Memento, another Nolan film I haven't seen.
Are we gonna talk about that?
And it's on a 93. Oh, Netflix? Yeah, that shit's garbage. Okay, Netflix going. Is it time for the news? Yeah, it's time for the news. Netflix. Oh, wait, actually, what we missed was Spencer's write-in.
You do the write-ins before the news?
Well, Spencer's writing.
Oh yeah.
Following was a solid 7.5 out of 10, incredibly well written for Nolan's first movie, and with a budget of only $6,000 USD, it felt substantial. It lingered a bit towards the beginning, picked up some in the middle, and left us trying to piece it all together, and then went wild at the end. Half of my theories about what was going to happen were true, and then the other half I was nowhere even close. And being only an hour long felt really good because it didn't feel too dragged out. Would recommend watching if you have an hour to spare.
Yep.
There you go.
I agree.
I agree as well. Yeah, HBO Max for Memento. This thing got a 93 on Rotten Tomatoes. This thing's gonna bang. How long is Memento? 2 hours on the dot.
Respectable. That's a good movie. 2 hours.
Yep.
Perfect.
Budget doesn't say, but it made 40 milli. It's just
no way man spent.
Definitely a step up from. Let's see.
From budget 42,000.
4.5 million. So made times 10. That's a good number.
That's successful.
That is a good number.
All right, let's talk about Netflix.
So yeah, Netflix is going up to $20 a month for
that is
4K
outrageous.
HD, which sucks.
That is a lot of money for.
You can still pay the Netflix. Less, but you don't get HDR and 4K.
Is the regular price going up at all?
I don't know.
Because if there's an increase to just like 4K and HD, I would assume so.
They're exploring charging $2.99 for password sharing outside of your home.
That's booty.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That's gonna get a lot of people.
Go ahead and unsub from that.
I think they're gonna.
$30 a month for fucking.
I think they're just gonna lose money out of that.
I don't know. The problem is they need to lose money out of that because if they don't lose money out of that, then every other service that you have is going to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, because if Netflix can get away with it,
if you don't want to be charged for sharing your password with your granddaughter across the country, cancel your fucking Netflix.
You think we're talking to grandma and grandpas out here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the audience?
I have no clue.
60-year-olds?
Anyway.
7-year-olds?
Yeah.
Is that what it is right now?
That's what it is right now.
Okay.
And that's for the HD, the 4K, the HDR.
Okay, so I guess it's fine. Whatever.
Nah, it's dumb. But then, yeah, the $2.99 charging for the password sharing, dumb as hell. So if you don't want to have to do that with all of your passwords,
just cancel Netflix.
Cancel Netflix.
Let's start the movement now.
Yep.
Hashtag cancel Netflix. Happened here first, nowhere else.
Honestly, to be completely honest, few good things on there. You got Arcane, but I'll just pay for a month, bro.
Standard's going up to 50 cents. Basic's still.
Okay. 50
yeah,
cents
basic and standard.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same. Like the word wise.
We got a little chart. Grab the chart.
Where are all these? Oh, this is just how the prices have gone up over time.
Yeah, so
you had premium back in 2013. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
No HD.
One screen? The premium is like the family where you can watch on more than 2 screens at once, which is what a lot of people.
Oh, okay. So it really wasn't for the 4K. So standard still has HD.
Yeah, but no 4K, and you can only watch on 2 screens at once.
Oh no, it's going up $1.50.
Yeah, $1.50.
Damn.
And then the other one's going up $2.
And basic's going up $1.
Charging you $3 a piece to share your password with other people.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's wildin'.
Not me, bro.
That's wildin'. Get the hell out of here. Who pays for basic, bro? You still watching on a CRTV?
What? No HD?
No HD.
We just watched a movie on YouTube.
True.
At 360p.
True.
Come on.
Anyway, time to talk about the things you've been watching. Have you watched anything else? Because I haven't watched it else.
I watched The Bachelorette.
Just watched a couple episodes of Reservation Dogs, but I talked about that last week. Yeah, I didn't watch it, bro.
Have I watched anything?
Nah. Fantastic Beasts, we finished that.
Watched a lot of Victorious.
Yeah, your Victorious recap videos.
Yeah, secondhandly. I watched somebody else watch it.
Basically, yeah.
And discuss it. No, I haven't been watching stuff. It's just been I
actually curse a little.
Yeah, what's your favorite cuss word?
Also, yeah. Probably fuck.
Yeah, I'm watching the Fred dissection right now. I don't know.
You're insane.
I don't know what else to watch, bro. I know there's plenty.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch any of it.
That's fair.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
It's mostly apps. Like YouTube, I'm so comfortable with as an app that I can just put something on so easily.
True.
But like HBO Max, I can't like.
You're geeked.
I can't window it and keep doing what I wanted to do at work.
I guess that's fair.
And it's so hard to like. I don't know. It's hard.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I
can't. Get that YouTube Premium?
No.
No.
I don't need it, bro.
Cool. I ain't watched shit else. I ain't watched nothing, bro.
Nothing, bro.
Nah, I'm just Elden Ring dog.
Like Jordan, you watch anything? Peaky Blinders.
Little Peaky Blinders action.
What's that about?
Horses.
Horses? He's speaking.
I don't know how loud this is gonna be.
It was my volume, so.
It's basically like about
Horses.
London. Like gang ran by like a family. They got back from the war. I don't know what era that is. I should know off the top of my head, but it's basically just like a family-run gang.
Okay.
It's going through a war with like the IRA, other gangs, the police, and they also run like horse race betting. Like they fix races, but then they just go into this all full scale out gang war, and it's kind of wild.
I dig it.
It's pretty good. The acting is really good.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. That's fair. I thought it was about horses.
What do you want to watch?
I want to finish Reservation Dogs. Just want to watch more Nolan movies.
Yo, I got a guy at work who works with me who's in that show.
Yeah, we're related to the director. It's a fun fact.
Really?
Not we're, but we as in the DeRose.
I figured it wasn't me as well.
Yeah.
I was going to be really shocked if there was a Claire
It's fun.
on Reservation Dogs.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool,
They
though.
filmed it in like Tishomingo or something.
Don't they also go to California in the show, too? Or is it still filmed in Oklahoma? Like, is everything filmed in Oklahoma?
Well, like the beginning of the show is like, oh, they're saving up to move to California. So it's like, oh, that sucks. I hope it would be more in like just Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
But then after the first episode, it seems like the characters are like, no, we gotta stay, or at least some of the characters are like, we gotta stay and protect our village.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I really like it.
Village.
Well, yeah, it's called the Village because it's a reservation.
Oh,
called
okay.
The Village. Yeah.
Cool.
That wasn't.
I do want to watch it eventually because
No,
I know it's good.
It's fun.
Dude,
And the episode's 20 minutes.
our guy Tim at work,
Uh-huh.
he loves the one song about Indian fried bread. Have you made it there yet?
I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
There's some good shit in there.
Yeah.
It's honestly fucking hilarious.
At first I thought it was just a drama, but it seems like it's also like
Nah, dude.
heavily
Homie gets
comedy.
Every time Homie gets in a fight, he gets knocked out. He like he like wakes up in the spirit realm, which it's just a regular place.
If you could compare it to another show.
Wayne, but you didn't watch Wayne either.
Damn it.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. But he floats, his body floats up, and then he wakes up in the same spot. It's not really spirit world. He's still there, and then there's just like an Indian spirit guide guy there, but he's like just a total dumbass. He's like, yeah, I rode into battle, but then like my horse fell in a pothole and it killed me. And he's like, yeah, so I didn't really get the battle. And then he's always like trying to give him advice, and it's always just shitty advice. He's like some Indians.
I might watch this.
guy.
I've been wanting to watch it.
It's really good. I actually like it a lot.
Might have to throw it on. It's on Hulu, right?
It's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like dialogue. Like
Really?
It's the same thing that I
What
said.
does
about
that
Wayne.
mean?
It's the same thing that I said about Wayne. It just feels like you're just watching people talk. Like you're not. It's not film dialogue. Like it doesn't feel like written dialogue. It feels like
there's probably more just
there's
improv.
a camera. It feels like there's a camera and you're just like watching shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
I'm interested. I do want to watch it.
It's fun. It's very fun. It also has really good scores. Anyway, what's coming soon? The Halo show drops on Wednesday. I've been hearing real dog shit stuff about
Terrible.
that.
Something about there being 246 scripts for the first episode.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Yeah.
And then there was also a claim that they didn't play or nothing. There was no consideration for the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, no, they don't follow the story at all. They do their own thing. They really just, I don't know.
The bar is low.
The CG battles are apparently dog shit. Anyway.
Tragic,
sucks.
bro.
Kind of expected it. Then The Lost City. I don't know what that movie's about, but it got Daniel Radcliffe, Brad Pitt, and fucking Sandra Bullock, which is a weird trio. So
I think I watched the trailer for this. My mom sent it to me like a year ago. Or maybe it was more like 4 months ago, something like that. It looked funny.
Yeah.
It's a very comedy movie. And plus, how can you not like Daniel Radcliffe? He's the boy who lived. You don't like Danny?
Nah.
You don't like Danny Ratty?
Anything else that he's been in has been dog shit.
Did you watch
Horns? Yes.
No, what's the one where
Guns Akimbo? Yes.
No, that movie sucked. What's the one where he's like on an island or something? He goes
know.
psycho, and there's like two of him.
Don't know.
Hold on. He's just been living life, dude, doing random movies.
Yeah, random ass garbage.
Guns.
movie.
Did you actually watch Guns Akimbo?
Yes, it's terrible.
Why would you watch that?
It's so bad.
Daniel Radcliffe. What's the boy been up to? What's the one I'm thinking of?
Harry Potter. Kill Your Darlings.
No.
Guns Akimbo. The Lost City. Something called Jungle in 2017. Swiss Army. Oh, wait.
Oh, Swiss Army Man. That's what I'm thinking
Wait,
of.
he was in Swiss Army Man?
Yeah,
I've actually heard good things about Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, okay. That's the one I was talking about. Was Swiss Army Man.
Yo, and it's got fucking Paul Dano? Yo, it might be time to watch this.
Yeah, dude.
Hold up. Hold the phone.
It's supposed to be pretty wild.
Swiss.
It's an hour 37, bro. Come on.
Oh,
That's a short
I'm gonna
movie.
watch it after this.
No, it's too late.
Dude, it's only an hour 30.
Yeah, it's too late.
Got a 72. No, 4 years ago.
Yeah, you were talking crap.
Paul
now look at you.
was in here, dude.
What was Horns, bro? What
Horns garbage. So
All right,
bad.
he is in a lot of bad. He was in Now You See Me Too.
I guess, but
I remember that. He was in Wicked, bro. He can sing.
he's just in stuff. He's
Yeah.
just in things.
He's the boy who lived, bro. He just seems like a sweet fella.
Yeah. What's this movie called Jungle? Is that him on the front?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's him on the front.
Is it good? Got good scores?
That's 62. I mean, that's pretty good for
That's
Danny
not
Rad. That's good for Danny Rad.
Good for Danny Rad post Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
Anyway, Swiss Army Man. I've been wanting to watch that for a while, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, that's it. That's all we got.
What's at the bottom? No
That's-
reader mail?
That reader mail's for... There was one, but
You want to save it?
I want to milk it, you know?
Milk it?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Milk.
Did we at least make it to... Oh, yeah, look at that. That's
27
27 minutes right there. That's some
28.
That's some
Now
content.
it's time for the post show. If you want to watch the post show, you can go to patreon.com/synceduppod, where for $5 you get access to our lovely post show.
My face. You good, bro?
Is Jordan okay?
You saw him?
He saw the guy. He's
Duralu?
playing Pokemon.
Oh.
No, he's on the phone.
Okay.
So that's it for this episode. We'll see you in the post show if you support us at the $5 tier. If you don't, we'll see you guys next week. Again,
Hey.
Memento, HBO Max. Watch that bad boy.
We love you.
And we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.